Alright guys, welcome back again to more Trails Through Daybreak. We're gonna continue on from where we last left off, which was actually witnessing Melchior and forgetting the other girl's name encounter and having them actually injure one of our members, like Rosette, and realizing she is actually part android for that matter. I already kinda knew that though, by the way, but we're gonna get to that as we continue on. So if anything else, hope you all enjoy. Thank you again for love and support. Let's do this. Alright, let's check up on Rosette. I wonder how long it's going to take for her to recover, because I would love for her to be back in the party. Like, as quick as possible. Wait.
Oh, hello there.
I hope everything went well.
Thanks. Sounds like you pulled an all-nighter, huh?
Looks like Zeros is up and running again. Fortunately for us, the damage for him wasn't so bad. I just wish I could say the same about Rosette. Putting her back to the way she was is going to take a while.
Please, don't be so downhearted. The first-rate care you've been giving me has stabilized my vitals a considerable amount.
Gelatin and casing. I like that.
I'm relieved to hear that.
Have you spoken to Mr. Thorndyke?
Did before coming here, yeah. He's as much of a questionable character as I was expecting. Their chief of security is the same old standoffish grump, too. You'd think it'd kill him to put on a smile.
That's just how they are, I'm afraid.
It's fine, you know. You don't need to force yourself to speak.
For what it's worth, her life isn't in any danger here. The medicine you helped me with yesterday seems to have been working wonders.
She's right. It has really made this easier for me.
Good to hear. We sure didn't think it'd end up being used on you when we took that job on.
The artificial limbs that Mr. Thorndyke brought with him are compatible with her too. That's not to say you shouldn't take it easy. Anything that involves the nervous system is a heavy burden on the body. The best thing you can do for yourself right now is get lots and lots of rest.
I will. Thank you. Though, I truly am sorry for not being able to support you all when you need it most.
Don't sweat it. We can take things from here. You just kick back and relax. Next time you wake up, you can bet we'll have good news to share. And a hell of a big bonus, too.
I'll have to look forward to that then, won't I? Follow your hearts and act as you always do. And everything will be fine.
Sorry, but I'd like to ask you something. Why? Why did you risk your life to save mine? No one should have to put themselves through something like this over someone like me.
It was because you were just so dazzlingly radiant in that moment, I suppose.
What?
You have so many people who care about you, and you care about them just as much in return. To someone who's lost her bonds, memories, and even body, the sight was almost blinding. I'm a little jealous of all you have, if I'm to tell the truth. So please, treat yourself like an irreplaceable treasure, not just for you, but for those who love you too.
That was so heartfelt, man. How about Rosette? Just how much of her is artificial anyways? I don't know for sure, but my guess is a lot. You were indirectly involved in making her who she is too, right? That's right, we assisted Marduk in researching artificial biological limbs some time ago. Our partnership only produced a prototype though. I never imagined they would actually start using that technology like this. Rosette was clearly the result of multiple different technologies being used together, not just the one they developed with us. I've heard this is also a field that the Institute of Technology over in the Empire has been looking into. Van, you seem like you've known the truth for a while. I couldn't be sure, but I had a feeling. I could tell the image I was seeing during our video calls was artificially generated. So it took me really off guard when she just showed up in person in Tharbad. It was only when I noticed that she moved fast and kinda different from normal people that I started putting two and two together. Makes sense. I did feel like there was something strange about her, but I never would have imagined it was because of this. She's capable of far greater power and speed than an ordinary human, but she also has less precise control over her body in exchange. I can't imagine just how much effort she must have put in to be able to move as naturally as she does. She'll be able to return to the way she was, won't she? I'm sure she will, right, Professor? I think there's every chance of that. The technology involved seems to be fairly well established by Marduk at this point. It won't be easy to make all the precise adjustments after reattaching her limbs, but I'll make sure it happens. We're counting on you. She might be on loan to us from Marduk, but she's as much a member of Arkwright Solutions as the rest of us. Anyway, time for us to get out of here. Right, we need to do what we can and put Rosette at ease.
Wait! Please. If it's not too much to ask, could I keep helping you?
Yes, in fact I was hoping you would because we need you to fill in the space that Rosette left us.
I want to stop Professor Callahan and the devils who've done this to him by my own hand. No matter what it takes.
Oh, Katra.
Sorry, but no can do.
I suppose that's the right decision after I landed Rosette in a hospital bed. I wasn't able to use Fio and Zeros at even half of their potential, either. If all I'm gonna be is a burden to the team...
That ain't what I'm saying. You're no burden. We're gonna need you and your engineering know-how here for sure. But we're also not a charity. We only do favors for people if the client and price are a good fit. You heard what Rosette said, right? If you did, then you should know what you gotta do. And where you went wrong.
You're right. I should never have done something that would upset the people who care about me. And I never will again. I just want to stop the chaos unfolding in Basel and the misuse of technology that created it. And if I'm gonna do that, it's not the help of the police or guild I need. It's you. As compensation, I can offer you my skills and expertise on technology. I can also give you my word that I'll help Essie put Rosette back to the way she was as fast as possible. Is that enough to make me a good fit for you?
It sure is. We'd be happy to take that 4 SPG on. We'll be counting on you now. Couldn't ask for better than a student of Professor Hamilton's.
Thank you. I won't let you down.
Promise me you'll take good care of him, okay? I'll be working around the clock too.
Promise. Thank you so much.
Time to get down to business.
The CID special option is gonna be here this evening. That means we've only got half a day left to do what we want. Once they're here, we're done. We gotta make this time count. Sure felt to me like Almada's work was done after making that AI a success. You sure they didn't just bounce? No, I'm certain they're still in the region. The abnormalities in the orbital net and distribution network are less pronounced than yesterday, but they're still present. Something's still happening. I'm sure of it. Really? Then Almada's research is still going on somewhere in the city. Rosette mentioned something earlier that I think will help me.
This might be fundamentally different to what happened in Crossbell, but I still think that is our closest reference point. The orbital network and septium veins were used in the development of highly advanced technology then as well. Basel City also has both, making it the perfect environment to finish what they started.
With the orbital network and the septium veins at their disposal, they have access to effectively unlimited resources for their research. If Professor Callahan has reached the heights that the Singularity and Crossbell did, then our foes are probably lurking somewhere in the region finishing what they started. That's still a very large area to try and find them in though. We'll have to find some way to narrow our search down. If we could get close enough to their location, the Genesis might react and show us we're on the right track too. Using the damn thing like a metal detector, huh? Suppose we gotta try what we can at this point. Let's see if there are any more first brigands to take care of while we start asking around. There's no telling where we might find a clue that'll lead us to the truth. I'll help however I can. Wait, should I not be meddling in your other jobs now that I'm a client instead of a guide? Don't be silly. You're one of us now. You are our client, but how about we just treat you more like a temp for now? Oh, okay, that works for me. We're happy to have you with us, even if it means the kid to adult ratio is evened out here. Well, now let's get to work. I want to stop by the guild. Vern, Giscard's workshop. Should probably talk to our resident genius professor too. That sounds like a good place to start to me. Alright, hold on. Oh, alright, side quest already. Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Okay, what do you have for me? It's a bulletin board. Excuse me. Alright, I'll get there. Look both ways. Look both ways. Okay, just gotta be careful. You never know. Alright, what do we have here in the bulletin? Hidden machines. I failed to mention this earlier, but I have a proposition for all of you. It is something of an extension of a Crown Prince Sherid's request. But if you have the time, would you consider taking on the job? I'll be waiting for you at the park in Newtown. Second Lieutenant Kyla Macmillan. Oh, a request from the CID, huh? It's intriguing for sure. I wonder what they want to talk to us about. I'm not gonna say no to a potential rendezvous with Kyla. How about you?
What's next?
I am in.
Objective set.
Where would you... Oh, psh! Here? Here? Oh, wow. Already. Kyla? Yes. Ah, so you checked the bulletin board, did you? Me, writing up for Spriggan. I never thought I'd see today. Second Lieutenant Kyla. Wouldn't have killed you to be more direct instead of going for the Spriggan route. So, am I speaking to Kyla or am I speaking to the CID? You're sharp. This may seem a bit bureaucratic, but I've submitted this request in the CID's stead. It concerns the armed machines that were released in the city during yesterday's attack. We've confirmed that around half their numbers were destroyed while most of the others were treated with Armada. But we've also received word that 2 high-spec units might still be at large within the city. Seriously? We did encounter a few machines fitting that description yesterday. I see. Yeah, the police probably have their hands full with them. You need a cleanup crew. But Marduk and the guild don't really tickle your fancy, have I got that right? Exactly. Marduk's involvement was the result of the president's more heavy-handed approach. We're not too fond of that. This is more of a matter of professional pride than anything. Special forces are due to arrive in the evening and they're sure to complicate things. We'd much rather solve this problem ourselves. So you want to loan us out to the CID for a day, is that right? It's not just the CID, the Principality requested this too, I assume. And whatever the case, we really can't have those things running loose. Makes sense-ish. Out of curiosity, was this Rene Kincaid's idea? He's pulled together his own task force to address the problem. They're negotiating with the president's office as we speak. At the risk of divulging too many details, he's been pushing for a separate division meant specifically for these tasks. Yeah, that tracks. Guy's resourceful to a fault. This really is a job for Marduk or the guild, but I guess the CID don't want to swallow its pride. We ain't exactly free though, is the thing. We got other jobs to do. But it's still paying, so I'm taking it. I guess we can look into this on the side. Lay it on me. Man, we might find a lead or something. You have my gratitude. Here's what we know about these rogue models. They're most probably the same as the models employed by Vegas Films and Tharbad. Wow. Oh, those assholes. And 2 of them at that. You fought them before? They sound like a real hassle. Yep, 'cause they are. But how are they hiding in the city to begin with? They're too big. They got some kind of optical camo or something? Not to our knowledge. The Ix Alba has been patrolling and scanning the city from above since yesterday. Marduk has cleared out the smaller units we found, but the two large units have yet to be located. Kincaid does have a theory. He suspects that they're hiding in plain sight and using some sort of radar jamming device to avoid detection. I wouldn't put it past them either to do that. I do remember hearing about special materials that can absorb and deflect orbital waves, which means we're probably looking for a container made of much such material, likely brought into the city recently. Either that or a van big enough to hold them. Probably pretty simple to deck one of those out on the anti-radar stuff. No idea whether Almana's driving it around themselves though, or if they contracted that out to somebody. Think you can look into suspicious containers and transport vehicles for us? We'll focus on the stuff that's out on the road. We'll split up and we should have this cleared up pretty quickly. Understood. I'll mobilize the local authorities and notify Vern and Artisans Guild. If either of us make any headway, let's keep each other posted. Thank you very much. So what's the move? We hunt down every wayward van in town? We'll be out here all day. True. Traffic in and out has closed, but plenty of vehicles remain inside city limits. The main arteries fan out in all sorts of directions. Searching them all would be time consuming. We got the cops on site, so we can leave the crowd control to them. We just gotta pinpoint where the transport's most likely to be. Newtown, the artisanal district, make the most sense to me. They've got the most traffic. Freight, especially. We get lucky, or I guess unlucky in this case, and we might fish up a robot. Roger, so we need to find people who drive stuff a lot. Start working around.
Commencing mission.
Alright, we got ourselves a thingy here. First one. Is there more on the other side? Wrong one. Yep, there's more in the artisanal district. But for now, let me talk to this gentleman.
Why not stay here and relax?
Topic: transport vehicle sighting.
Can we talk?
A sketchy transport vehicle? Let me think about that for a sec. A lot of cars go by, so... Well, now that you mention it, there was something funny this morning. There was? What did you see? Any details would be great, no matter how small. So, you know we've got the whole lockdown thing, and it got me thinking about how I wanted to do business today. And I figured, you know, people are still hungry. People need a pick-me-up, so I made my own way out here, albeit a little later than usual. And this big old transport van comes up, and something about it just seems weird. Weird? Were they driving all funny? The opposite, actually. There was this little empty soda can sitting in the road, and the transport just ran right over it, like made no attempt to avoid it. The whole van kind of shook a little. I got spooked and bolted out the way, but the van just drove away like nothing happened. The nerves on that driver, honestly, stone cold. Huh, sounds like there's more to the story. That's what I'm thinking, yeah, because then it turned right at the fork in the road ahead. And when it did, I heard a thud. I think whatever it was moving got shuffled around. At first I thought maybe it was just some machining tool thunking around in there. But you'd think they'd stack them so that they don't do that. But like before, it just drove right off without a care in the world. I almost felt like I was just imagining things. I see. Did you catch what make the vehicle was? Yeah, it was a Red Star, a big one, probably some delivery company, but it didn't have a logo or branding or anything on it. The van was just unmarked, kind of weird. Yeah, that's a bit whack. Thanks a bunch, bud. That's some really good info. Glad to hear it. Anything to help. Goddess knows we all need it right now. But I heard things are looking up. They said they're gonna open the roads back up tonight. Just gotta hold out a little longer. We'll find a way. Thank you.
Why not stay here and relax?
Alright.
What's next?
Alright, where am I going next? Hold on. That's not what I want to do. Actually, hold on. I don't see... Okay. Let's go to Artisanal District for now then.
Go, go, go!
Okay, so one is all the way in that corner. Wow, all the way down there. In the tunnel.
Now then.
Alright, delivery Jason. Transport vehicle site.
Can we talk?
You want to know if I've seen a suspicious freight truck? Bit of an odd thing to ask. Well, yes, it is. Sorry for just dumping that on. Nah, I'm just giving you guff. I did actually see something like that last night. You did? So, what was suspicious about it? Well, deliveries last night were all way behind schedule because of all the craziness in the city. We eventually got everything sorted out, even with that big old eye in the sky watching us all. So I finally wrapped up my work. It's late at night and I'm tired as hell. I started driving back toward my home on the edge of town. I'm waiting at one of the lights and then I see this giant red star truck pull up next to me. It had a really weird color scheme to it. Never seen a red star painted like that. Had to be from out of town, I figured. But I figured, hey, he's tired old dog like me driving at ass o'clock. I'll give him a wave. I'll look out my window nah, forget it. When I say it out loud, it sounds ridiculous. I must have just been seeing things. Hey, come on, don't leave us hanging. You might not have been seeing things after all. Won't you tell us, please? Alright. Just don't laugh at me, okay? I looked out the window and there was no one behind the wheel. Just nothing. Huh? What do you mean? Just nobody in the driver's seat at all? So, autopilot. Auto drive. I'm as puzzled as you are. Before I could really process it, the light turned green and the truck rolled on away. I had to put my eyes back on the road after that. I never saw that truck again. It only really dawned on me when I got home. Maybe the driver was just on the short side. The truck was definitely taller than mine too. Maybe I just couldn't see him. Either that or again, I was tired as all get out. I might have been seeing things. So, yeah, that's how it seemed to me at the time, but honestly, it's probably nothing. Moral of the story here is that everybody needs their sleep. You can't go burn the midnight oil just because you can, you know? Lesson learned, yeah. We'll take care of ourselves. Take it easy yourself, yeah? That sounds like the kind of thing a single good night's sleep won't fix. Oh, for sure. The city's sealed off until tonight, so I'm gonna try and take it slow while we got nothing to do. Nice, we got way more clues here than I expected. The two accounts we've heard both involve the Red Star of Transport, which leads me to believe we are dealing with one and only one vehicle. I'm still freaking out about the whole driverless truck thing. Don't blame you. The fact that it happened at night turns this whole thing into a bona fide ghost story. There's probably a logical explanation though, and I'm sure Catcher can provide it. Wait, for real? Oh, is it related to technology you have insider knowledge about? Correct. I believe it is utilizing tech that is currently in the R&D phase of development in many countries. It's called an automated vehicle, and it allows a person to go from place to place without lifting a finger, because a hollow core is doing the driving. The fact that it kept going in spite of the empty soda can makes me strongly suspect it's an AI-controlled vehicle. My suspicions were correct then. Ren told me a little about this before. Wow, that's so cool. So that means it wasn't a ghost. Whew. Well, you never know. Maybe there was a driver until his shitty job worked him to death. Now he lives in a vengeful ghost behind the wheel. Wait, what's that? Oh shit, it's right behind you, Farida. What? Ah! Hey, there's nothing there. You should have seen the look on your face. Why are you like this? You want me to stop calling you a kid? Stop acting like one. Back on topic, there was an incident regarding unmanned driving tech. Everyone in the underworld was going on and on about it at the time. So I'm amazed this thing is driving around the city without causing any problems. It's kinda insane. I'm not too surprised. You can prevent most accidents by connecting it to the traffic management system and the info on the city roads. Technology should be state of the art. In fact, I suspect it's the same tech that caused Professor Callahan's downfall. Oh. I'm sorry, Katra. You've nothing to be sorry for. And I'm alright, promise. Now's not the time to wallow in sentimentality. So what's the plan, Van? The AI's functionality and patterns could make it quite difficult to capture. I know. Normally, I'd be fine with dumping this on the second lieutenant or the cops. but I'm a car lover at heart, and I do not like seeing them being used as vehicles for bringing weapons to the city. This shit is personal. Figures. Well, any bright ideas, Chief? First order of business is seeing how far this AI can really go. Also, I'm gonna bring on some outside help for this gig. What kind of outside help? Do you have somebody in mind? Yep. I heard that they'd be here. Van used his Zypha to get in touch with some familiar faces in Basel. The party then headed to the motor pavilion in Newtown where they were waiting. Okay, back to Newtown.
Then let's head over.
Alright, you guys are all the way, oh my god, to the
Let's
right.
stay here and relax.
Wait, I can cross the street. Yes! Make my life easier. Now, are you on the bottom floor, or do I have to actually go up? I guess I have to go up. Over here? Over here? Hold on. All the way here? Yep. Ah, Van. So did we get all that right? You want us, kings of the road, to chase down an AI intruder, huh? Don't underestimate him. You really don't know what you're getting into. Neither do I, to be honest. It does sound hard to believe, yeah. I couldn't really go into depth on the call, sorry. That's freaky. A giant van just driving around all by itself, and it's carrying assault robots inside it too? Yeah, it's pretty far-fetched, but honestly, I'm intrigued. We street racers take pride in our skills, and I'm not about to let some beep-boop bastard one-up me. Well, being an AI, it can process things much faster than you. Without a plan to catch it, it would probably outmaneuver you. No sweat. We'll show that bucket of bolts what real people can do. So what's the plan, Van? Is that becoming a catchphrase? Also, it rhymes. Well, here's what I'm thinking. We get my truck and you two cars. Van outlined this three-pronged attack to the group using a map of Basil's roads for reference. Making sure not to overlook the robots themselves, he made combat preparations as well. Okay. Okay. Are we ready? Yo, we're all set here. We got our cars ready to go. Wanna get this show on the road? Combat will ensue upon beginning, yes. Get rolling. Let's hit the road. We got a beat on the transport catcher? Yes, I pinged them on the traffic network. They're patrolling the streets in a specific pattern. They're due to come by here in around 20 minutes. Whoa, there really is nobody behind the wheel. Tinted glasses too. They got this shit figured out. The transport has probably optimized its driving style to evade pursuers. Are you sure you can handle it? Safety first, remember? Don't overextend. Best of luck. I have to beat so fast. Damn, wish he could take me for a ride like that. She really is her uncle's niece. They're keeping it clear of their other cars. So far, so good. How's the traffic looking? No congestion as far as I can tell, if we can get it cornered. Got him. We got it. Perfect. Get the CID, the Basel Police, and the traffic guys. Right. This is Katra. I invoke emergency authority to request a temporary road closure. And they're gonna come out, right? And that's where we fight. Looks like it gave up. If machines can even do that, I don't know. Perhaps it simply wasn't programmed to handle these sorts of situations. Nah, it ain't that easy. The machines are booting up. Jennifer, Graham, get back! Right. So it was carrying those things. Oh my goodness. So these are the warrior models. I see what you mean. They're from Marduk, no doubt. Yeah, these are the ones from Vegas Films, alright. 2 at once is gonna be tough. Be careful, guys. On the flip side, we know how they work. Let's send them to the scrapyard where they belong. Their joints are their weak points, according to Rosette. Focus on those. Let's clean them up before word gets on the street.
Activating shards.
I hate that they get the first attack. Ow.
You'll pay for that.
Alright, well, I didn't appreciate that at all.
Good luck.
Get them all.
Activating skill.
It's the end of the line. Yeah. You're finished. Ignis. Rampage.
Boost gauge limit increased.
Okay, good job. Alright, let's lead him away. Lead him away. The usual.
Over here. All for you. All you, Agnes.
Good. Now. Oh, hopefully I can use it.
Pull out all the stops.
Yes.
Protect everyone. Aaron.
Alright. Aaron, I need you.
Good luck.
Earth Guard, no. Flare Scroll. You know what?
Flames protect
Why not?
us.
Cypher, activate.
I don't like that. Oh no.
There.
Aaron.
Oh no. That's not good.
My move now.
Okay. How am I gonna deal with this?
Show me what you got.
Okay, okay. Hold on a second.
Good luck.
Let me slow him down.
Activating skill.
Stay put.
There you go. You gotta attack me, attack me. Yep, that's fine. Now I gotta heal up.
You'll be sorry for that.
Okay. No, hold on. Actually. Back
Flames
attack
protect
bonus.
us.
Eat this, sucker.
Yes. I want to use that. Yes, I'll use it. Wait, I can't. What? Oh, I can't even. Alright, you.
Activating skill.
Falcon talent.
Oh, God, we gotta heal him up fast.
Yes, I've got.
Or he just dies.
I'll take you on.
Alright, hold on a second. We'll do
Body's starting to feel heavy.
innocent heal. Damn.
Barry.
Energy output at maximum.
Follow you now.
I've got this. This'll do the trick.
Let's do this. Can we do two at the same time? No? Just the one? Fine.
Ketra.
Zeros, get to work.
Ow. Ooh.
It's go time.
I'll bring them all back. Yes.
It'll be alright. Great circle of light. Give unto us the breath of life.
Boost gauge limit
Go time.
increased.
Okay, good job. We're gonna do.
Make it count. Cypher, activate.
Bring it on. This'll hurt.
Damn, I can't do anything right now, so I have to go.
Activating skill.
There. They flinched.
Even better.
Go, Ketra.
Okay. Katra, how much is your thing? You don't have a lot. Let me save it.
Keep it up. It's working.
For you.
Going all in.
Get him.
Activating skill.
Sucker.
Got you.
Good job. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see that. How on earth?
You'll be sorry for that.
Let's do...
Make it count.
Keep it up. It's working.
Activating skill.
Have some of this. Keep moving, Van.
Alright,
This'll hurt. This'll hurt.
alright, let's keep him away.
Over here. All for you.
Here's our chance.
Go after him.
Gotcha.
Nice job. Oh, 2000. Yeesh.
A chance.
Okay.
Boost level maximum strength.
No, we can do...
Show me what you got.
Really? I can't even... Man. Alright then, fine.
Initializing drive.
Thanks, pal.
That wasn't a lot, but it's something.
A chance.
Alright, what can I use here? Magna Slash.
Good luck. Full boost.
Alright then,
All
hold
out.
on. Nope, can't even use any of that. We're gonna go with... Plasma
Show me
Skill.
what you
Alright,
got.
hold on. There you go. Get him.
Activating drive.
Energy output at
Alright,
maximum.
and we'll go after him now.
Activating skill.
Here's a little more. Here's our chance.
Alright, for you, we'll use Satellite Cure.
Theo, we need help.
Thanks, pal.
I'll take that.
Even better. Okay. Wow, all of us. That sucks. That was devastating.
Activating drive.
A chance.
That still didn't stop you? Really? Alright, well, plenty of time now. I'm going for...
Keep your
This'll
guard up.
hurt.
Activating skill.
Sword crush.
Got him. We... we got him! Woohoo! Oh man, that was like a movie shot. Ah, that all you got? That felt so much easier than the one we took down in Tharbad. Because that info really came in handy there. How often do you go around finding things like that? I mean, it ain't like we want to, just sort of happens. Now, let's figure out how to shut off that auto drive thingy. Right, I'll get to work on. Huh? Are you shitting me? Get back! Ah! Whoa! Huh? Look out! Get away from that thing! A third one? Seriously? Bastard, wait for us to let our guard down. I'll hold it off. You guys get back up. Guild, Marduk, whoever. I don't care. Van, don't... Huh, what are you... What the... What's that inside your purse? Don't be a hero, dipshit. This is serious. No need. Backup's arrived. Kyla. And...
You let your guard down.
Shit. Close your eyes.
Perish.
Effective. An optical weapon? That's his Buster Lance. He showed it to me back home once. Incredible. I see now how you earned your title, Kemsin. You had the measure of the situation from the very start, didn't you?
This was nothing more than our response as a part of crisis management. Our firm's concierge has previously analyzed the situation. I will leave the rest to the CID and the local police, as well as them. Farewell.
Kasim, that attack was incredible. He took out the robot in one fell swoop. Went right for the joints too, just like she said. He looked like he barely lifted a finger. Well, this is Marduk's ace we're talking about. That's just what he does. But hey, all's well that ends well, right? We still got the credit for it. That in and of itself is aggravating, but I'm in no position to complain. At any rate, thank you for completing my request. Given you did hunt down 3 units instead of 2, your reward will be adjusted accordingly. Much thanks to you two as well. Aw, we didn't do much. Hey, I'm just glad I got to have a good race. Talk about stealing the spotlight. What are we, chopped liver? Yeah, I still got a long way to go before I can rival my brother. I'm just glad we stopped. I'm just glad we put a stop to those robots for good, even if it wasn't all of us. Yeah, you have my thanks as well. Who knows what damage they would have caused if left unchecked. Don't sell yourself short, bud. You helped a bunch too. Plenty more where that came from. Let's keep Armada on their toes. Right, of course. With some fiddling, Catra managed to decouple and auto-drive the unit from the transport vehicle. After the local authorities conducted their own investigation, the traffic restrictions were lifted, and all was back to normal.
That's one job behind us.
Mira deposit confirmed.
And still no level up with the law? Alright, well, on that note, guys, I'll be ending it here for today. Thank you all for watching. When we return, we'll go back to continuing the story markers of tracking down Armada and completing. Oh, I think we took care of most of Force Brigands for now, though. But yeah, we're gonna continue on with the red markered stories and see where that takes us along the way. So if anything else, thank you again, and I'll see you all in the next one.